Hi guitar lover, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is part 1 of a series I want to make, and that series is called The Music of My Life. And in this series I want to highlight and even honor the music which made a big impact on me during my life and sometimes still does. As you probably know, I've chosen the guitar as the instrument of choice to develop my musical ability and to learn to express myself musically. But that could have been any other instrument, because it's not that the guitar has a bigger place in my heart than other instruments. I love a lot of instruments. So music is even more important to me than guitar music or playing the guitar. And I thought that would be good to notice from the start. The music I want to honor in this part 1 is made by a pop group which I think is the best pop group of the last decennium, or the decennium of the 2010s. I haven't came across a pop group or a band which has made consistently better albums than this specific British art pop band. When I heard one of their songs from their debut album in 2010 a couple of times on the radio, it really hit me hard. And it hit me so hard that I was fascinated to learn more about this art pop group, and I immediately ordered their debut album. I'm still collecting CDs, so I ordered their album on a CD. And you might know, but I don't know if I have told you it earlier, I'm a big CD collector. A lot of people are turning their CDs in to thrift shops and second-hand shops, etc., because everyone is now streaming. So I collect a lot of CDs. After I heard one of their tracks from their debut album a couple of times, I thought, okay, this song is hitting me so hard, I have to know more about this pop group. So I did some research online and I immediately ordered their debut album. Well, let me reveal you which pop group I'm talking about. I'm talking about Everything with their debut album Man Alive. And Everything is a British pop group which consists of 4 members, and they haven't changed all those years. So those 4 guys are still in the band or in the group. And yeah, for me this is the most interesting pop group of the last decade. One sidestep. People, please. Why is it that from Great Britain there are so many, unbelievably many great musicians and pop groups? It's not even fair. In Holland we don't have even one pop group, in my experience, which makes quite the impact which a very mainstream English pop group does, and they have dozens of it for decades now. Why? What are you guys over the pond eating? Please tell me. Why is this music for me so interesting? Well, first of all, their music is very creative. It has some nice groove because of the rhythm parts, the drum effects, the synthesizer effects, the harmonies when some other group members are singing along with the main singer. The main singer has a very interesting voice. He uses his falsetto voice and is often singing in a very staccato way, which delivers also in the rhythmic section of a song, the rhythmic part of a song. Their music is not mainstream and is very unique, so it's arty, but without being too pretentious. So the right balance. Sometimes I find arty music, indie music too pretentious, and yeah, then I don't really like the music anymore. I'm still wanting music that makes me want to dance or touches me on a more softer emotional way. And everything has it all for me. Every decade I have music by a pop group, or there is an album, or a specific band, a rock band, which really stands out and which I am still enjoying the music decades later. And this is also the case with everything, because probably as long as I may live, I will still enjoy this music, the music by everything, decades later. Let me tell you a little bit more about their albums. So you saw the cover of their debut album, Man Alive, and this is for me a perfect album, a masterpiece. From the beginning till the end, I'm liking it. There aren't really songs on this album which I don't like, which is also very unique, because most of the times albums have some songs which I don't like, or which doesn't touch me. This is perfect from the beginning till the end, and yeah, I think it's unbelievable that this is a debut album, and which is proof of their musical genius. When you can create this when you are young and you are a pop group which is just starting out, my oh my, it's incredible. And yeah, it has some really nice songs. You have to discover it yourself if you want to. Let me just say something about Photoshop Handsome, because I am still laughing when I'm hearing the lyrics. I find it very funny. Great album. Second album is this one, Arc. Cool album. Starts off with Cuff Cuff. And listen to Cuff Cuff. You can find it because it's also a song which is has a clip for it made, so you can find it on YouTube. And this is a very characteristic song for everything, because they have still earwormy bangers. They are an art group, like I said, not too pretentious, so they are capable of making very earwormy bangers, and Cuff Cuff is just one of it. And I'm really liking drum effects, so the drums on this song are very cool. But of course, it's not the only good song. There are dozens of cool songs. No, not dozens, but a dozen of cool songs on that album. This is their third album, Get to Heaven. Very cool artwork up front. And this is considered by most fans to be their best album. Not for me. This is probably musically their most interesting and best composed album. But for me, this album touches me more emotionally, and that's what music is about for me. But this is also one hell of an album. And if you know some songs by everything, they're not very famous and popular, but it could be that you already know some songs by it. Then probably it are some songs from this album, because this has the most popular songs, I think, by this band, like Regret, Distant Past, No Reptiles. Those are some more of their famous songs, and those are instant classics, at least for me. Their fourth album is A Fever Dream, which I really like. Has also some great songs on it, and especially the first song is lyrically very interesting. Night of the Long Knives. Perhaps you know that from the history lessons. That was a very gruesome night in during the interbellum, when the jury Nazi party took over the control, and yeah, really, how do I say it, slaughtered all the opposition. So that's a very important night, by which Hitler became more powerful. So they also have very interesting themes and very interesting lyrics, but there are a lot of more interesting songs on this one, because they have some really songs which makes you want to dance, which has a lot of groove, but also some slower paced songs. And I really like the synthesizer effects on all their albums. They have a fifth album. I don't own it yet. It's called Re-Animator, which came out last year. The reason why I don't have this album is because, as you can probably hear on my voice, by my voice right now, I am not finding it a very great album. But May this year is their release of the fifth album, and the first song on that album is released just recently and is again a banger, which makes me very enthusiastic for this release. Okay, let me end with this, and yeah, I hope you will give this music a chance. Perhaps because it's not very mainstream and a little bit arty, you have to give it a try a couple of times. Sometimes the music doesn't touch you the first time you hear the song. So if you are interested, give this music a try, listen to some songs a couple of times, and yeah, perhaps I have made you a fan also. That would make my day, because this music has a very special place in my heart. Thank you for listening and watching to this part 1 of the series. In part 2 I will pick another pop group or an album or some music themes which made a lot of impact on me and perhaps still does in my life. Thank you for watching. Till the next video. Bye!